Yeah, I just wanted to help, and that's
You don't need to help. This is when you get hurt and not help.
Oh my God. The day started out with a great Eddie bagel.
Drilling out a bolt on the bumper. But I can't start a job if I got something like this going on, okay? Because otherwise it's gonna bug me whole day.
But it has been bugging you for 6 weeks.
Yeah, but I was too lazy.
Okay, so today is the day. Finally, we're gonna put that beauty into that beautiful frame.
Okay, she was kind of mad that I started our engine install with drilling out a bolt on the bumper. Hi, I'm Christian.
And I'm Vera.
And in this episode, we're gonna install our SD-V6 engine back into our Land Rover Discovery 4 chassis, and we're gonna see if it starts.
Today,
we bought this car with a failed engine, and typically we just put in a new crankshaft, but later on we found out that this engine is completely busted. It exploded and it had a hole in the block, and we ended up buying a replacement engine. And instead of just putting this engine into the vehicle, we took it apart and we rebuilt it entirely. If you are interested in that process up until now, please check out our previous episodes. So we did previously have a no start after putting back together such an engine, and it was because of the trigger wheel, and it ended up that we had to take out the transmission again. We hope we don't have anything like this today going on. The amount of failures or mistakes you can do by completely disassembling and reassembling such a complex engine is absolutely significant. It is unbelievable how many little jobs you have to do to get this thing back together properly.
because we get so many messages from people who just put in a replacement engine with 150,000 kilometers or whatever, and they don't last. They failed after 20,000 kilometers.
Yes.
So that's why we are doing a rebuild on our replacement engine.
Our chassis here is now basically prepared. So there is a lot of work alone in the chassis, okay? Starting with snapped off bolts you gotta correct before you put it back together, corrosion protection, cleaning, and other small repairs, which we do not show in this episode. We have not done the basic maintenance on this chassis. We're gonna do this after the car is running. We're gonna have to do brakes, suspension, 8 HP fluid change, diff front and back, and other things.
First part goes back in.
Can you take the cap off?
I can do 2 things.
It's a good idea to not break the seal. Oh, look, it went all the way in. Nice.
Good, because I just thought he's gonna say, it's not a good idea to do that on camera.
So this is Metaflux 7081 out of Switzerland. That's the highest temperature anti-seize you can buy on this planet, okay? Even NASA is using it.
Oh, you better grease up the engine mounts just in case we have to take it out again. Yeah, I just wanted to help, and that's
You don't need to help. This is when you get hurt and not help.
So this is the first time we will install an engine into the frame outside because the weather is so nice. Oh my God. Oh,
So it's on the crane.
oh yes. Taking off the engine stand.
Good.
Looking good. Stop. Oh, you're going a little bit back. Stop.
This way we don't have to mess around much to get this bolt in later on. Battery is at 19%. See, this is loose here.
Yeah.
See that? So you have to imagine it being like more straight, like this, not like this. And if we crash something, it's always your fault.
Yes. Whoa! We crashed something.
You have to hold it back.
Oh, you're going too fast. You're going too fast. Interference with the muffler.
You see the dowel pin?
No, it's only on your side.
It's in the busted engine block, and the new engine block only has one dowel pin.
Amateurs.
So here goes the dowel pin, which I almost missed.
Good.
No, it's hung. Really?
Yes, now we have to get it in.
Okay, last time we lifted up the transmission a bit.
Stop. That's what I said.
As commanded, I put a screw in, okay?
Yeah, don't lose that screw.
So it doesn't slip off.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's in. Oh, wrong hole.
Oh my God. So I hope we are not missing one like we did on my Discovery 3 rebuild.
See, there it is. Oh, look, this one. The gap already closed.
Oh,
no more gap.
And that is the hardest part. Everything is easy peasy from now on.
Okay. There we go.
What I wanted to say, now we can lift that baby up and work from underneath. Okay. Getting the check out. Yeah.
Don't stick your finger anywhere.
No. Oh, he's gonna drop it. I'm 1 centimeter too far.
Okay, I got it in.
It's in. Sometimes you need a little persuader.
Why is it sitting up?
Oh no, he forgot to take out a piece of wood.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Okay. Yeah, that should be out, of course.
Oh my God.
There it is.
Perfect. Seating.
And?
Not entirely. It's still in the air.
No, it's sitting on the rubber. There is a gap in between.
Oh, there's a gap. Yeah. Okay, then it's perfect.
We'll take the crane away so we have room.
That piece, I hope we won't need it for a long time.
Engine mounting nuts get 90 Newton meters.
You always have to be able to help yourself.
Yeah, like Dave says, you know, anybody can do a heart surgery by looking it up in the internet, but if you run into complications, you gotta know what to do.
Yes. Oh my God, finally we can move on because we are running out of time.
90
Perfect.
Newton meters, okay? And no, you don't lose torque through an extension, okay? You're confusing that with an impact wrench.
So the transmission bolt get torqued to 40 Newton meters?
Okay.
So he's aligning the torque converter.
See, I got it, right?
Yeah, you got it.
So the first bolt is in, and I gotta rotate the engine. And there it is, okay? See, I got my ratchet on here. Got some fresh Loctite on the bolt. I don't want to drop it into the case now. And rotate. There we go. So using a long extension, they get 63 Newton meters. And torque converter is back in. You gotta put that closure plug on here. 40 Newton meters precisely. So, click, click. Okay, and this one also here. Click, 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 click. Very well. So trying to get that starter motor in here. And it's close, of course. See it now, it's hitting here. And then it's hitting there. Okay, and okay, it's in place. I can bolt it down. And
Lunch
what?
is ready.
Lunch is ready? Yes. Okay, let's go to lunch then. Other motor is back in, and got to plug in a couple of hoses into their receivers here, like there, there, and there. This got to go back on here. In, cable is on. Plugs in here. What? That gotta go.
That one. Yeah, you don't want to mess up any steps on that side of the engine because that is body off again.
That's in.
That was a beautiful click.
And that one here. Oh, that sounded a little bit sandy.
Oh no!
But we had this all covered up, so don't think it's a problem.
Rabbit got in before you put the fence around.
The desktop mechanics will let us know.
Oh my God.
There's another mounting bracket here. And remember one time we had the smell in your car from transmission fluid?
Yes.
That's because
in
I
here?
forgot to plug this one in.
That one?
Yeah. See?
Oh.
25 cents each. And it's a really good idea to have them home.
Better buy more than 5.
Now I know what this is for. This is so you have a bolt tray when you work on this stuff, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so Larry puts his bolts in there when he puts the car together. All the crossover pipe bolts, you want to seat them lightly and open them a quarter turn and then tighten them in a specific order. Don't wedge this down now or you're going to get a cracked crossover pipe. There's right now a guy in Australia who gave up his D3 because of a failed crossover pipe. I can't believe it. Okay, so this bracket got to go the other way around, so I should have checked.
So the last pieces get taken off from our spare parts table. Yeah, grease it up good, just in case we have to take it out again.
And it's not just in case, it's because. One here.
I don't know.
There, it fits. Now when we put the crossover pipe on, of course we use new nuts. That one goes in here, that's the hard one. One more down here.
So we got a bolt left over.
But it's definitely not from the crossover. All crossover mounting bolts to 23 Newton meter. Crossover pipe done. I think that's this gasket here. Could be another one too. So I also bought brand new original Land Rover bolts for here. Copper grease on here. Okay. Same thing here, new gasket and brand new bolts from Land Rover. You are in the picture, okay? So no complaining later on. Okay, now I'm happy that I traced all those threads.
A thread cutter?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Good.
Last one. Oh my god. And the nice thing is, all the heat shields are still intact. Oh no, it's gone forever.
Okay, like in the Queen. I lost the bolt which I had to reorder. Sitting somewhere where it's shaving on something and causing a fire.
I like that crossover cover. I got a package from Nick out of Bonn. He worked at Ford and he still has all of that from back in the days.
Okay, that's good for me.
Yes.
Let me feel the difference, okay?
And a sports shirt, and I got a Ford Cup. Thank you so much, Nick. Built tough Ford engine.
Very tough, especially the crankshaft. Good that you wrote on vacuum reservoir, otherwise I wouldn't know what that is.
So that's always for me, not for you.
People always put their stuff back together and then they have turbocharger faults and it's usually a connection like this, okay? They are important that they all closed. If you forget this tube, you get a secondary turbo boost fault. Now I need the Beißzange.
That is our Beißzange.
Back on here, manifold absolute pressure. Good.
Everybody knows that's a crossover pipe. That is also a crossover pipe, but it's a coolant crossover pipe. And you give me 2 screws and say crossover pipe.
And I didn't specify it precisely enough for her.
No, you didn't.
Okay, so it's my fault.
Should I get... And you see, here are my 2 bolts. That plier makes everything so much easier.
Okay.
You mount them so that you have easy access during a trail repair like we did on our Discovery 3.
Click, 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 click.
Oh my god.
Heat resistant tape.
Tightening the steering rack. Oh,
So 24. Click, click.
okay.
So I got it to 26. Power steering line here. Hopefully this O-ring is not fucked, because my shipment didn't come in. At least that's my excuse. Okay. You know what that is?
Yes, it's like a dryer. Whenever you empty your air conditioning, gotta replace that piece.
We check if we have some, if not we leave these in. Okay.
Okay. Christian saved the day. He made that bracket out of 2mm spring steel because ours was missing.
It was lost and we looked for it for like an hour. It's gone. Watch it.
Oh my god.
Works.
And we don't know who to blame.
When we say we don't know who to blame, okay, it's either Vera or me. So.
There's blue sky. And it's raining really big fat drops. So there's a hose with our new DIY clip.
No, there is a piece of cloud here, but blue sky here and blue sky
everywhere
here.
else.
It's like, yeah, their day is not bad enough. Let's add some rain.
Look what we got out of the attic.
But it's good because it's quiet on a Sunday. I'm not gonna install the security nuts, okay? If they snap off, you got a bad hair day, and nobody is gonna steal rims of a Discovery in Germany. And if a poor soul steals those rims, I'm gonna donate him 100 euros in addition, okay? Because he must be really, really a bad criminal.
We found something which almost ended in a debacle yesterday.
Now, whose fault was it, okay? It says on here oil cooler plus clip. Do we want to leave my clip installed or install this clip?
Can you change it?
Yeah.
Then put that clip in.
Oh. See, I designed this one out of memory. And if I put it over it, I mean, check this out.
Oh my God, you are so good, Chris.
That took basically an hour yesterday to sort this clip problem.
Yes. And here I have all sorts of clips. We will, of course, not remember, but you guys will tell us. That's just a tiny bit that came out of that frame. Oh, yes.
Okay, Robin, like a centimeter. Stop and kick it below.
Oh my God.
Stop it. Oh, that was too much. Back.
Oh my God.
And Robin is...
Okay. Perfect. Look at our setup this time. Second body mounting bolt is in. Looks kind of weird, but the rear two body mounting bolts are in. Whoa! Oh my God. And here, look at that. The gap here.
Oh, it's so stressful.
Yes.
Further.
Oh,
Yeah, it goes in, Robin. Okay. So mine is in. How about yours?
So is it happening? Christian's cheating. Sunday.
But it's Sunday after church.
So Robin fastened the last bolt.
Okay, so I'm gonna lower it down now. Okay, now you gotta exchange that pad, Robin.
Here.
Our lift has two pins here, so the chassis doesn't slide off.
Yeah.
Unten bündig. Da ist im Rahmen ein Loch. Siehst du das?
Yeah, your side is good.
Ja.
And Robin?
Onto the frame.
Oh my God, that's too much. Can you believe it?
Oh, 133 is a lot. 2
Out of 10.
She does not believe me that she can't click it. Okay.
No, that's not happening.
Do you believe me now that it's not so easy? Say yes.
Not so easy.
Oh, you almost had it.
I bet if that torque wrench would be shorter.
The torque wrench would be shorter. Yeah. That could be from one of our desktop mechanics. I bet if the torque wrench would be shorter, the bolts would get tighter. Good.
I mean, only people who have done that kind of stuff know what kind of a milestone that is.
Can you stop talking?
I don't care. I'm allowed to be excited all day long.
And quiet.
Yeah, I just... Okay.
This is the emergency release cable for the...
Parking brake.
You got it. I have the release here for the transmission already.
Yeah.
This is not a leak. This is leftover oil, okay?
Okay. Stop it.
They had a purpose for these.
Yeah. We want to do the most necessary stuff because we might have to separate it again if it won't start. I don't know.
This one looks important. It's like a big one.
Put in first.
It's too late now.
Oh my God.
Guess which coolant hose I put on first?
I don't know.
The one we lost in the Alps, which was this one.
Oh shit. I think our coolant hose exploded.
Ooh, we got a coolant hose blast here. Look, there's
Shit.
water all over the place. Look at these connectors. What a piece of engineering. Look at that.
So Robin is working on his giant bench grinder.
Very dangerous.
Perfect. He did not hurt his back.
Oh my God.
25 Newton meters.
And reusing the old bolt, because we're supposed to use a new one.
So for some reason he gets really motivated cleaning the diesel heater. So which cooling van is that?
That's the original one out of this vehicle.
Ah, okay.
Now this is where you gotta put anti-seize or you will have a really bad day at one point. This is almost one of the last things. Okay, that's always a little bit of a debacle. Good enough. Okay, and then this hose here to this valve. Otherwise your secondary stage turbo isn't working. Sometimes she just gets bored and then she films another clip, you know. Even if I say 10 times, we're just gonna do the start. We're just gonna do the start.
That and that.
Vera made nice cake.
So let's see what's inside the air filter housing.
Definitely sand in here.
I got a new one. This time we're using a Marle. Usually we are using MANN. Oh my God, we already made it dirty.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, here we go.
Oh my God, no sound of technology.
Nothing. So always remember, red is black and plus is minus, and don't panic. See, this goes on here.
Oh, I cannot believe we made such a big mistake. So you almost cost a short. The electrician at work.
Okay, second attempt.
No symphony of technology. So the display is alive. Oh my God.
We got ignition. We got now hundreds of faults because a lot of stuff is missing. Or we started without coolant first.
I don't like that.
We're gonna try to pull a vacuum on the coolant system to see if we have a leak. And we got a leak. It's much easier to find the leak if it's draining out.
Yeah, I think we have a leak.
What? Well, at least we found the coolant leak, okay? Yes, I think it's the diesel cooler.
Yeah, I think so too.
I'm gonna purge the diesel by jumpering the fuel pump. There we go. Let's hope there's only a minimum amount of sand in here.
Oh my God.
We're gonna let a full liter out, just to be sure.
Yeah.
We do have a problem that we see air bubbles in the diesel here. So most likely that's not normal. But we got a leaky diesel cooler or diesel heater. So we're gonna say that's it, and we're still gonna start it now.
What?
See what it does.
Oh my God.
See if we got any faults which keep us from starting. I'm gonna do one clear because it's gonna clear some random faults. So it looks like we did forget to plug in some things on the engine. It's complaining about temperature sensor, but also turbocharger, supercharger, boost sensor B circuit low. That's not good, okay? Okay, watch it. First start attempt. Okay, second attempt.
Oh my God.
belts now first.
Yeah. Whoa! It started! Oh my god! Oh my god! That is because there's so much coolant on the belt. Stop the car, it sounds terrible.
That's completely normal, that's coolant on the belt, okay? We don't have enough coolant in the car, so we have to stop it. So the noise you hear is the coolant on the belt, okay?
Yes.
We don't need desktop mechanic comments. It's known, okay? If
Yeah.
I spray now water in here, it will wash that coolant off and it's good. But we got a severe leak on our diesel cooler. You go get Philip, I'm gonna bypass and fill the coolant. By the time you back, I have this noise fixed and the cooler bypassed.
Yes. Okay, I'll get Philip. Oh my.
So this is the broken little diesel cooler or heater, and it broke off right here. So I cut these ends off and I disconnected it from the coolant system. I got here the coolant just plugged, and then over here, using those cut-off connections, I built like a bypass hose going around here. So it's not completely holding the vacuum, but we're gonna see. See, the hoses here are all flat because I pulled that vacuum. I'm gonna have to wait until they open back up. So I did a second run off camera. Well, we better add some power steering fluid here too. Boy, that engine is running quiet. You're gonna get what?
I'm gonna get my shoes.
Your shoes?
Yes. Oh.
Looks like my plug is leaking here.
I'll be back.
Okay, I'm gonna have to work on this quickly.
It is unbelievable how quiet that engine is, isn't it? So like 5 hours ago I was so burned out.
I tell you why it's so quiet. Because we only used to a Radley V8 Queen and to your old 2.7 liter.
It's the best car. It doesn't forgive any mistakes. So we still have some things to do. Not today, but before we can take it on the road. Because that baby does not have any turf.
Okay, what about this here?
Well, that is your water
That's
from
my
the water.
My oil level is okay. That's a good sign because the sensor is working. And we don't have to take the oil pan back off, which is quite a debacle on the Discovery 4. Okay, it started, luckily. We can end our video right here. There will be probably 1 or 2 more videos until this baby is licensed on the road. But for this week's episode, we're done. At this point, we want to thank our Patreons a lot for their support, and
We'll see you next Sunday.
for sure still working on this thing. This is definitely more bureaucracy than you need to license a Boeing 747 in some countries on this planet. That's for sure.
So fog lights are working? Yes?
So it does work in the second turbo stage here. I got here 3000 RPM, no restricted performance.